everyone, so I'm just going to do a brief overview on chapters 5 and 6 out of the 8th grade textbook, Physical Science, Elements, Compounds, and Mixtures, and the Introduction to Atoms. Elements. This is the strict definition out of the book, so it might be a little confusing. A substance that cannot be separated or broken down into simpler substances by chemical means. Let me break that down a bit. So, elements, you might have heard, are in the periodic table. They are arranged by the groups, the periods, the families, the atomic number, and the atomic mass. Compounds. A substance made up of atoms of two or more different elements joined by chemical bonds. So compounds are actually just two elements that are combined to make this compound. The two elements being of different properties come together to make a compound of a different property. Here, let me show you an example. Mixtures. Element plus element equals compound. So sodium metal plus chlorine gas equals table salt. Sodium metal being soft silver metal that reacts violently with water, plus chlorine gas, which is a greenish yellow gas and is poisonous, comes together to make table salt, which is soluble in water and safe to digest. As you can see, both sodium and chlorine have different properties, but when combined, come together to make the compound, table salt, which also has different properties. So here's just the basic formula or layout of both Na, sodium, and Cl, chlorine. As you can see, Cl is missing one valence electron. One would need 8 valence electrons to have a full outer ring in this case. Now sodium, on the left, has one extra. So to have a full valence electron ring for sodium, you would need 7 more. It would just be easier to take away that one electron and place it to chlorine, where both chlorine would have a full valence electrons, and so would sodium. This would make it so that they combined. Atoms. This is the strict definition from the book too. The smallest unit of an element that maintains the properties of that element. So atoms. Atoms, they are in all elements. They are in everything. They're very, very, very tiny, and no one can see them, but there are billions of them everywhere. So atoms contain protons, neutrons, electrons. Protons being positive, neutrons being neutral, and electrons being negative. On the right, you can see this picture that the protons and the neutrons are located in the nucleus, while the electrons continuously circle around them. Now note that this is just one atom. Now imagine billions and billions and billions of these. They're everywhere. Here's just to simplify it. I know it looks a little confusing, but let me explain. So P equals protons, N equals neutrons, and E equals electrons. Now protons and electrons, they both equal each other out. They are the same amount. So here, there are 4 protons equal 4 electrons. The atomic number is actually the protons and electrons. They're not added, but since they're the same number, the atomic number is that number. So the atomic number of this element would be 4 because there are both 4 protons and 4 electrons. Now the atomic mass, which is located beneath the chemical symbol, is the protons and the neutrons added together. They're not the same number, but they are actually added, unlike electrons and protons. So to find the number of neutrons, you would take the atomic number minus the atomic mass to get the number of neutrons. So here we have 5 neutrons and 4 protons and 4 electrons. Can you guess what element this is? It's beryllium. The end. I hope this overview helped you. Thanks. Bye.